listen to the song. You should never be afraid. I know you'll be making the grade. Just count to 10 and start again. And keep on telling yourself, I can do it. I will do it. Nothing's gonna get in my way. I can do it. I will do it. Never gonna stop till I can say, hey, I did it. Don't ever think you dropped the ball. You're as good as the rest. Have confidence and stand up tall. You'll be passing the test. You should never be afraid. I know you'll be making the grade. Just count to 10 and start again. And keep on telling yourself, I can do it. I will do it. Nothing's gonna get in my way. I can do it. I will do it. Never gonna stop till I can say, I did it. You can do it too. Great. So today for art and crafts, we will be looking at face craft. So since for science earlier we did the body parts and we did growth and development of the body, now we're going to, for art and craft, we're going to link it to our science lesson and we're going to do a face craft. So there is a list of things that I asked your mommy and daddy to get up for you so that we can start with our art and craft lesson. Great. So some of these things include, I asked mommy and daddy to get paper plate. I don't have paper plate because I will be using the glue gun, and if you are using a glue gun, you need to have supervision because you're not supposed to be using nothing with current by yourself. You are little children. Great. So we can either use a plate with our accessories if we have the buttons, or if we have the weave and so forth, we're going to use the plate. If you don't have a plate, that's fine. Then, if you have colored paper at home, we can use that. If you don't have colored paper, it is still okay. You can have a piece of white typing sheet, and this will work. If you don't have that, and you have your exercise book with the lines, we can use that too. Because there are some persons' faces with little lines when they start to wrinkle. So if your paper has lines, no problem, my children. We can do it. So we are going to start off for the persons with the plate. So I'm going to make the different faces. For the persons with the plate, you need your plate. So get your plates together. Come on, boys and girls. I'm waiting. I'm really, really hot. This weather is really hot. Yes. So teacher's waiting, and while I'm waiting, I'm going to be fanning. Yes. You must have your scissors. And if you're using paper, then you need a paper scissors. If you're using this scissors, mommy and daddy, please ensure you're there with the child or big brother, big sister. Somebody need to supervise them using the scissors. We don't want them to damage themselves. So we have to make some nice little pieces of air on the head of the plate. So we are going to cut the weave. If your mom, your daddy don't have weave and they have string at home, they have thread, or they have polythene twine, whatever they have, you bring it. We are going to use it. And I need to see some pictures in my inbox to show me your craft. So teacher is going to carefully plug this into the outlet where I would get the current. You see the light is on. It's on. Boys and girls, please do not plug in anything by yourself. Teacher loves you and all the lovable little learners in my classroom. I need you to be safe, very safe. So do not, you are not of age to do that. Good. So while this is getting hot and my weave is already cut, I'll be using these small puff for eyes, and I'll be using the big puff for nose, and I will be using a piece of paper as the mouth. If you don't have the colored paper as I stated, and you have your art paper or exercise book with some paint, that will work too. All you need to do is to take your pencil or your marker and you would draw a circle. If you can't draw a neat circle and you have a container at home, probably you have some round container, a bowl. If you bought ice cream this weekend and you have your ice cream container, you can use the rim of it so that you can get to draw a neat circle for the face. But if you don't have anything to use, that is okay also, because it's not everyone's face that is round like this. Isn't that true? We have some oval face shape. We have some persons with a kind of square face. So whichever shape you feel like doing, we are going to do it. So you see, teacher drew the circle. Then you would take your scissors. I prefer you having a paper scissors, but if your mommy thinks that you're capable enough of using this scissors, then you can do it. So I'm going to cut out the circle. You might not cut as fast as me, but one day you will get there, so don't worry about that. If you check on the board, I made an emoji smiley face. You can see that. That is an example of a face. Great. So this is the one, if we are going to make the paper face, you can either cut. Okay, so I'm going to cut this also for persons who have the colored paper to their reach or their disposal. That means you have a lot at wherever you're living. I'm going to cut that also. Great. So when we have that nice circle or square, if you even want to make a triangular face, you can make that too, whatever is your favorite shape. Once we get the important things on the face, that's okay. So we can either use a colored paper, a white paper with some paint. If you don't have paint and you have a pack of crayon, for boys and girls that mommy would buy the sunshine pack snap. That mommy would buy the sunshine snap. There is a pack of crayon that is being given away in that also. So, okay, so my glue is ready. So for the boys and girls who are using the plate to make the face, you're going to, you can either, if your mommy or daddy has silicone paste, you can use that, but it will take a while to dry. You're going to put it at the top where your hair is. So you're going to imagine up here is the part that your hair would grow. You can use silicone, but teacher is going to use some hot glue. It will burn you, so don't play with it. And teacher is going to put on some weave. Yes, you need to be careful with the weave. Good. Teacher is going to put some weave. See, she's going to look pretty just now. So teacher is making a girl. You can make a boy. You can put shorter weave or you can put no weave, because there are some boys who have no hair on their head. Good. So we're going to ensure the paste get there. We're going to glue it down. If you don't have that and mommy has a nice piece of thread with something, she can help you to tack it onto the plate if you don't have any paste. Good. So she's looking pretty. She's probably going to some party or something. But I think, you know, we're not supposed to. It's not wise to go out now in this COVID. Stay at home. Let's do our craft. So we're going to dress her up for her to stay at home. Don't want her to go on the road and get COVID-19. Because we want all the boys and girls to be healthy and happy at home. So you see, she's looking so pretty. This is her weave. Then we use the puff for her eyes. Good. Now we're going to use some of the puff, some of the glue, and then apply a puff for her nose. She has a very huge nose, but it's pretty. Don't matter the size of your nose, you are pretty. Don't make nobody say your nose is big or your nose is small or it's long. You are pretty, you are handsome. Don't make them discourage you. Tell them you're a teacher from Lovable Little Learners classroom. She said that you're pretty, and believe me, you are pretty. So now I'm going to cut out. Do you know the quarter moon? Okay, well, let me show you it. And then you would say, oh, that's it. Good. So you cut out a little shape like this for the mouth. And you will. Good. Put some glue. And you will put the mouth. Great. So you see this pretty girl right here. She has her hair on her head. She has her eyes, her nose, and this is her mouth. Is there anything missing? Oh, we can give her 2 ears, right? Because she needs to hear what we're saying. So after all we need, a pair so she can hear us when we're talking. Because when mommy and daddy's talking at home, I seriously hope that boys and girls at home, that they are listening and they're obeying mommy and daddy, and you're not giving mommy and daddy a lot of talking, you know. Be good, boys and girls. So the weave is giving me a little hard time. As you can see, it's getting all over my stuff. So when I'm finished, I'm going to knit it up. She looks so pretty, right? Great. So this is one. So I'm going to put, that is a plate craft for the boys and girls that have the colored paper. You just need your pencil or your marker. And I'm going to do a boy now. So you need your pencil and your marker. And you're going to create some nice, good. Think anybody knows what teacher is making here? Good. So this is the ear. Good. So if you don't have any weave at home and all you have is your pencil, you would color this spot where your hair should be. Good. Then you're going to take your pencil or your marker. You're going to draw the eyes. Nice. We're going to draw a nice little nose and a mouth. And he's smiling. See? So this is for the persons with the colored paper. Then for those persons that has the plain paper or the paper that they would use in school to write from their school exercise book. I'm not telling you to tear out your pages from teacher's book. If you have a book that you're not using and mommy said it's okay to take a page out of it, you can do that. But do not tear out your pages out of your book. Teachers don't really like that because the book will start to loose up and it will look pretty untidy. So ensure mommy takes out the paper for you, or daddy, or your big brother or big sister. Good. So if you have paint, take your paintbrush. If you don't have paintbrush and you have a piece of sponge, you soak it in it and you tap it all over this, right? Or you take your paintbrush, you open your paint Be careful with it. Don't spill the paint on mommy's chair and all over, because I know mommy would get pretty angry when you mess up the entire house. So, and you're going to paint your white paper so it will get some color. If you want to paint it brown, that is okay. You can paint your paper brown, because many of us, we have brown faces, in fact. Good. So you would paint all over, and once you're finished painting, you see this is a finished product. It's all yellow, and then you would paste your eyes and your mouth. And when you're painting, when you're finished painting the entire paper yellow, you're going to see if you have some red. If you don't have red and you have a pencil, you're going to draw this. And when you're finished drawing it, you're going to color it black. And you're going to color the nose black and so forth on the paper that you're using. So that is basically how you would make the face craft. If you have any other idea and you think it's really nice, once you have another idea, when you're finished doing your face craft, you can let mommy or daddy, let them send it to teacher. Send it to teacher's inbox. Send it to Lovable Little Learners page. And you might be lucky enough to win a prize. So I'm going to use this face. So I'm going to take one of my popsicle sticks and tack it to the back. And you see now? Oh, I actually tacked it on the wrong one. Anyway, we all can make mistakes. There's always room for improvement. So look, this is the correct plate. So you see now, we have this pretty little girl with her pretty hair, her eyes, nose, mouth, and we can say that this is her neck. So this morning we look at some external body parts, and remember, external means outside, big boys and girls. So let us look at some parts that we actually made. So we have our ears, our hair, our eyes, nose, her mouth, and her neck. So when you're finished doing your craft, please ensure that mommy or daddy, big brother or sister, flash a picture and send it to teacher so I can put it on the Lovable Little Learners Facebook page. Let everyone see how talented you are. You are very gifted. We are all talented, and all the little boys and little girls in the Lovable Little Learners classroom, you are all talented. Thank you. So you are going to continue your craft, and I'm going to get ready for grammar and vocabulary at 2 o'clock. So ask mommy or daddy to please send teacher a picture so that I can post on the page so that everyone can see how talented you are. Thank you, boys and girls. Remember, you can do it.